Hello Indie Game fan, I have more upcoming games to look forward to, beginning with Meet Your Maker, a post-apocalyptic first-person shooter with plenty of customization options, where you have the chance to build your own outpost filled with all sorts of hazards, and are also able to go on raids into other players' bases. The art looks awesome and the concept is interesting, so let's see how much longevity this game has. I received the press release for Thrive Heavy Lies the Crown, and as a fan of city builders, had to give it a mention. This has you once again in the familiar shoes of the ruler of a kingdom, where every decision that you make will have an effect on your people, where you have to choose between benevolence or tyranny, or to find a balance somewhere in between, looking like Fable, or more specifically, Black and White for a new era. This video is brought to you by Dave the Diver, a gorgeous pixel art title that mixes underwater exploration with a management sim where you run a sushi bar, certainly being quite an interesting mix. Patrons will know that I stumbled upon just the YouTube channel recently that makes this totally up my alley, while I like the high-bit pixel art and the 3D graphics in this game. You are exploring and gathering ingredients in the day and running the restaurant at night, and have to avoid the creatures and giant monsters in the deep, while uncovering the secrets of the ocean as well. There is a demo of this currently available through Steam, which will only be up till the 28th of August, so check out the demo and wishlist this right now, and look out for the release in October. Our first Kickstarter game on the list is Rooted, a multiplayer survival title set in the year 2100, where you're exploring a world overrun by root, after the past civilization was destroyed by bacteriological warfare. To be honest, it kind of looks like DayZ to me, but of course, being powered by Unreal Engine 5 gives it a shiny new coat of paint, but I do expect familiar survival systems that we've become used to in such games. Enemies in this game range from humans, animals and robots, and I don't think includes anything crazy like dinosaurs, but survival games remain as popular as ever, so check out the campaign, although given the trajectory of such games in this genre, it might be quite some time before we get the full release. I'm pretty interested in this next title since, while Keeps is a superhero tactical RPG that looks like XCOM, the pedigree is what I'm most interested about since it comes to us from a new studio formed by some of the people that worked on Hand of Fate, which stopped active game development in 2019, spinning up a new studio to make this game. It looks alright, but I do wonder how it would do with Marvel's Midnight Suns just around the corner, but here's wishing them all the best. A game that got my attention due to the gorgeous pixel art is Roadwarden, a narrative text-based RPG set in a fantasy world, where you play as the titular character, guiding and protecting travelers along the road, connecting villagers, supporting merchants, and so on. This trailer doesn't really do it justice, but do expect a lot of reading, but check out the Steam page for some screenshots and look forward to the release in 2 weeks or so.
Everything began 6 months ago, the day of the wreck of the AES Annabelle Lee. I could never imagine that my salvation would come in the form of the monster that destroyed my own ship. Later I understood that my extraordinary journey started right there.
Mr. Verne, we are on the right path. Go on.
I've had my eye on Verne, the Shape of Fantasy for a little while, since the pixel art in this is pretty good, being an adventure game where you play as Jules Verne himself, exploring a parallel world created by his own imagination, this time exploring the underwater city of Atlantis. It looks great, but it is an adventure game through and through, being of interest to fans of the genre.
How could a bookworm like me stop the most intelligent and boldest man in Hemera?
Wait, no, that's not how this is supposed to end. There has to be another way. We just need to find it.
We also got the release date confirmation for Beacon Pines, an adventure game that looks adorable, set in the framework of a storybook where you have to make a number of choices.
Welcome to Beacon Pines. A place where things don't always go as expected. But it's okay. We can figure this out. Together.
The art is gorgeous and is a creepy, cute title where a group of friends are investigating a mystery in town, being an excellent entry in the genre to look forward to.
I don't yet know how this story ends, but I do know one thing. This is a story about change.
I've had my eye on Mortal Right for quite a while since this 3D Souls-like action roguelite looks pretty promising, where it's currently on Kickstarter seeking funding. It looks to have the expected dark fantasy setting with challenging combat, but somehow it's supposed to have 5-player co-op support, which is something different. I've been expecting an increasing number of 3D roguelites since the tech has caught up, so check out the campaign page to see stretch goals and rewards. I love my farming sims, so Island Berry is of interest, one which is set in your dreams, but has the familiar farming, fishing, mining, crafting and combat systems, with great pixel art. And for more relaxing games, watch this video and I will see you after the jump.